set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy... will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't worry. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 18.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, exit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check the out.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
12. Bravo.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
13. Hey, box truck.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jaron Reed breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is incomplete. There was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man is Jacob Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. A nice little juke. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run with Lynch, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
11. Hey, gun.
First and 10.
Garoppolo on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Man, I got you. Mike's 50, Mike.
I got you. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, Echo.
50. Now watch run. Hey, check. Mike 50. Here we go. 50's the Mike.
Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
380. Right there. 56. Watch the pass.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Every day, any day.
Wilson now throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deep Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
36 foul.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
One, Omaha.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He juked, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, gun.
Mike 55.
Lock.
Check.
They run it with Breida, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Big stop, let's go. Chance.
12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Hey, check. I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 10-yard line.
61, match box, lights.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
12, fellas. Here we go. Kill. Greystone, travel.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun.
I got you.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 19. Let's make these babies cry.
Going on the ground with Homer. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get in that hole. Kill. 14. Alert.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Danny. Hold up. 56 to Mike.
Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starter's telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Like 20.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 15 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing now is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm trying to collect.
Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
54, right there.
This is Homer. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer with time running out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. I got you.
Mike 54. I got you.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he almost gets this to the